everybody here to Commodore Field in Hazard, Kentucky. Tonight we have the Perry Central Lady Commodores taking on the Morgan County Lady Cougars. And something missed out on the game earlier in the week with Johnson Central. It turned out to be a doozy of a game. Had some other prior obligations, couldn't get to it. But tonight we're going to be joined by this one and only Samantha Turner and Matt Hudson going to be calling the game. So we're really excited to get back up here to Perry County. We got another one on Friday, so we're going to have plenty of Perry action because I think the boys play tomorrow night. So the Perry Central Commodores will take on the Letcher County Cougars and baseball side. And like I said, then on Friday night, we'll be right back up here for another Lady Commodore action.
Yeah, like you said, we got the Morgan County Lady Cougars coming in. South Laurel Lady Cardinals coming over Friday night. So we'll be back for that game. Commodores looking to bounce back after last night. They were on the road.
That'll fix our connection. That'll fix our connection problems. And there we go. Like I said, sorry if you were still listening in there. We try to get started, and sometimes when we connect in, it does lag out and doesn't do so well, and we have to reset everything. And that was the case tonight. Like I said, not sure what you heard, but I promise Samantha Turner gave a great intro. As I said, the coaches are getting set here, getting ready to go. Got the lineup cards in. Going to do starting lineups, and right now the camera angle showing you we had some rain earlier in the evening. Got pretty damp out there, so the ball may not travel as well. But my biggest thing is it keeps the dust down. So as our equipment here, a lot of times I go home and have to take a Swiffer to it. It gets quite a bit of dust at these baseball games. But like I said, tonight the dampness kind of keeps everything down. May affect the game a little bit.
Right, that sun's starting to peek back out over the mountain there. A little bit of a delay with the rain coming in, but like you said, that's dampened the field down a little bit. Had them time to dry it up good enough to keep the dust down.
And listen, I've been to a bunch of baseball and softball games this year, and Bobby Ratliff is one of the hardest working coaches I've seen around. He was up here. It was raining when I got here, and he was out in the middle of the field raking.
Don't give him that credit.
Nah, now. Everything, you got to give it when it's due sometimes. But he had the quick dry out, man. He was getting it all raked in. And like I said, it was just if they can have a game,
they're going to have it.
He will make sure they can have it.
They're going to have it.
Yeah. So they're getting ready to do the starting lineups here. Starting lineups here for Morgan County.
All right, we got number 3, Alyssa Smith leading off. Jenna Cantrell following her. Braylon Carpenter. Alex Parks. Rosalind Dickerson. McKenna Spencer. Haley Roop. Then we'll go down Olivia Ferguson. And then Leanne Bartley.
Batting 8, catching number 14, Maddie Davis. Designated player number 2, Olivia Ferguson, and the flex in right field number 9, Lila Bartley. And for your Perry County Central Lady Commodores,
Lady Commodores will be up next.
Shortstop, wearing number 9, Alyssa Dixon.
Alyssa Dixon at shortstop, number 9.
Catching, wearing number 2,
Avery Ratliff, middle schooler. Number 2 is the catcher. Number 3, Taylor Hoskins, center field. Left field be number 15, Michaela Shepard. Second base, Olivia Robinson, number 16. Number 10, Ashlyn Dixon, first base. Third base, my bad. Jossie Mullins on the mound for the Commodores. First base will be senior Cheyenne Couch, number 21.
We're going to do the national anthem, and like we said before, at BSN, they will kick us off if we try to show it. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right here with BSN.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
Welcome back here to Commodore Field in Hazard, Kentucky. So getting ready to get this action started off. Lady Commodores, number 7 on the mound today.
Yeah, a little bit of a change up there for the Commodores. You got Mullins out in right field with Caroline Moberly on the mound. Caroline is actually an 8th grader, so got a 8th grade duo catcher-pitcher there. Just goes back kind of like the last game we talked about, Matt, a lot of youth for the Commodores.
Yeah, you look at the team, and you still have, some great leadership at the top end. You talked about the Dixons. And I just went completely mind blank. One of my favorite players.
Taylor Hoskins.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
I was looking at her.
Yeah, you got both Dixon girls, Ash and Alyssa. You got Hoskins out there, center field. You got Couch on first. A lot of leadership, but you got a lot of youth looking up to that as well.
Yeah, I said it's you look at what Rattler's done, building the program up. I said all levels. You talk about a lot of times these programs, they'll be awesome for a couple of years, and then that crew leaves and you have a little bit of a break. But you look at this roster right now for the Lady Commodores, and I don't know when they're going to have a break.
Right.
They're going to be as competitive next year as they are this year.
Right. They're going to be in the region mix for at least, you look at these 8th graders, you got a catcher and a pitcher right now starting middle school. That gives you hope for at least the next 4 years.
Yeah. And in high school sports, you talk about the pitching especially. You can have if you have a world-class pitcher, they can keep you in a game by themselves.
Absolutely.
Leading off for Morgan County, number 3, the center fielder, Alyssa Smith.
So at number 3 here, Alyssa Smith comes up the bat for the Lady Cougars. Going to get this one started out. We got 2 camera angles today. I've not switched to the second one yet. Let's go ahead and try that. There we go. Try to catch it after it's hit. We try to zoom in, see what we can get. But like I said, we've not played with it too much yet. It's hard to do it when there's not even on the field yet. Let's switch back over to the pitch cam. There we go.
There's the first pitch. Foul ball. Smith.
Just try to lay the butt down there. Smith must have some good wheels. If you're going to try to bunt on first pitch there, you have faith in the speed to try to get.
She's got some length there, arms and legs that usually intel gives you some speed. Second pitch. There's another one, tries to bunt it off, fouls it. Bring up 0-2 count. Start off for the Commodores.
It's 0-2 now. Going to have to call that bunt off. If you foul a bunt off, it is still a strike, so it would be a strikeout. So obviously, look to see her swinging.
A little high for Moberly.
Because takes ball 1. She didn't think she's going to get much, with that 0-2 count. Not getting her too much to hit.
Right. There's a swing on that one, bring up the first out.
It's a good start. One thing you look at, with a young player on the mound is, build that confidence early. That strikeout could go a whole long way of building that confidence and getting her ready to go for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and to come out of the gate, 1 ball, 3 strikes on your first hitter. That's big, especially for a young pitcher, like you said. Got Cantrell up next. Second at bat for the Lady Cougars.
Morley starts out 0-1 count here. It's a good strike on the inside corner.
A little low on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just 1 out here.
I could zoom this camera in some more, guys, but listen, those mountains are beautiful.
Yeah, don't want to get much closer.
Yeah, I like the I like the backdrop here.
Just swing and a miss on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Lady Cougars having a hard time figuring out the timing here, Moberly, so far. Couple of hacks at it. Not made good contact yet.
Good eye there by the batter. Steps back off that one. We're at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right on that one. Got a full count there. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like she come with that off speed, trying to catch that outside corner. Just staying alive there, fighting that one off.
Job there by Cantrell, just hanging tough there, seeing whatever ball comes through there.
Yeah, you know, I said full count right now. Anything that's close.
Right.
You know, as a coach, you want to see them swinging. You know, you never want to take the third strike looking.
Right. It's early. You want to swing on that just right there, straight down the first base line to couch. Be able to secure that out.
Yeah, so my butt did not get it switched over. It was a good chance for me to try to. There we go. Yeah, I got the color adjusted.
Got number 31, Braylon Carpenter up. Got the second highest batting average on the Lady Cougars team here. Look to try to get this one in play to get the Lady Cougars rolling.
Misses low there for ball 1. I'm over the exact word. I mean, you already get, 2 outs and in and no base runners. Kind of just have everything at your arsenal right now available.
Right.
Tries to come inside with that one, misses high. Ball 2.
This is the it's one of those positions that you want to be in as a batter. You got 2 balls, you got no strikes, got a little time to kind of stand there. As Moberly puts that one straight through the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Probably still where I'm at, trying to figure out, every ump's different, trying to figure out that strike zone to start the game.
Right. There's a swing for another strike.
You don't have to know where it's at if you can get it by them, though.
Yeah.
Put it down the middle and.
One fouls that one off. Nice cut on the ball. Just got to get that one lined out. Fouls it off first base area. But yet again, that's that fight that we've already seen in the Lady Cougars, Matt. Just hanging tough there, knowing when to swing, and just trying to stay alive with 2 strikes. There's another one.
The football boy's already gone, or that might have knocked one of them out.
Straight over to Fieldhouse territory.
Yeah, but before the game was getting started, here's great showing out by the football team there. They had, looks like hamburgers for days over there, ready to feed everybody. Yeah. Good eyes. Moberly misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. Still 2 outs here in top of the first. Battling away here.
Awesome job by Carpenter there. Just that makes the last 3 balls with that count there. Just holding tight, swinging at it, and just like I said, she comes in with the second highest batting average on the team. I look forward to try to get one in play here.
Yeah, you got to think, pitch count too. If you're not going to line it out, run the pitch count up.
Yeah, you're running it up.
Keep battling. And having good eyes. Gets her on base, so it takes ball 4 high. We have our first base runner of the day.
So that's Carpenter advances to first, Carpenter advances to first base on the mark. Got Parks, number 21, up next.
There's a delayed call there, but strike 1.
A little late on that one, but
I didn't know if he's checking swing or what was going on, but yeah, the strike call.
overly up for the second pitch. It was a little wide there.
It misses inside.
1 ball, 1 strike. So there's 2 outs.
Waiting to see if the Lady Cougars test Ratliff's arm here. How's it?
Carpenter's getting antsy over there. I look forward to put on some speed here. See if the catcher can get the ball out quick enough.
Yeah, Ratliff's got a heck of an arm. Like I said, still young. It will get faster with age, obviously, but for an 8th grader,
Right.
gives good pitch there. Catches the outside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
See what Mobley gives her here on 2-2.
There you
And
go.
catches the bottom of the zone for strike 3 in the end of the top of the first. So Lady Cougars 4 batters show, one walk there, leave 1 stranded on first base. We're going to take a quick, forget we're in softball. Softball's a lot faster. We're going to take a quick 60-second break, and we'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Welcome back to Commodore Field. We're going into the bottom of the first inning. Lady Commodore is going to be led off by Miss Dixon. One of the Miss Dixon.
One of the Dixons will give this one to Alyssa. Number 9, Alyssa Dixon, leading off for the Commodores.
Yeah, I'm looking right down the third base line here, dead into the sun.
Yeah.
So I'm not really going to be able to see much looking this way.
Got number 9, Alyssa Dixon, leading off. Looks like number 2, Ratliff, will follow her. So I stand corrected, Matt. I assumed a Dixon would follow a Dixon, but...
Bobby's been known to play around that lineup every now and then. Who's hot, who's not.
Right.
So he's talking about speed with on the Lady Cougar side. Commodore's going to start out with pure speed.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. She's got the jets. Both Dixon girls.
As just so you know, see the camera rattle. We are on a fence cam behind the plate tonight. So if it does get hit too hard, it may move, and I will adjust it back. But that is a thing we have to deal with.
See, that's number 31, Braylon Carpenter, for the Lady Cougars on the mound.
Trying to get loosened up here. She's doing good there in the warm-ups, but now with the batter, she's missing a little high. As Dixon lays down the bunt.
Right, and there's that speed we talked about, Matt.
I'm liking this camera angle because if it's going down to first, I don't have to move. You show Miss Dixon, I see the legs that one out, save plenty of time.
Got number 2, Avery Ratliff, up next for the Commodores. Ratliff, the 8th grader. Catcher.
As Dixon goes.
Dixon is gone, and Ratliff is on the race to first.
And they do throw Ratliff out at first, but on the throw, Dixon takes third.
That's the speed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the speed.
Well, I mean, you could tell that was called by the coach.
Right.
It was on because Dixon was already off and running before the bunt was even signaled there.
Right.
So she was almost a second by the time the bunt was down.
Right. Got number 3, Taylor Hoskins, the senior, up next to bat for the Commodores. We're going to start her off with 1 ball.
And they give Prairie Central a hit on the bunt there by Dixon's to lead off.
Hoskins smacks this one to right field. Touches the fence, doesn't make it over. She runs Dixon in and makes it to third.
So all the way to third. It's a big hit there. Said a couple more feet, maybe different atmosphere that may have carried on out. But either way, it is the first run on the board tonight for the Lady Commodores.
It's an excellent job there by Hoskins. Been able to secure that runner on in and make it around right in time before the Cougars could get the ball in field. Number 15, Michaela Shepard, up next to bat. Steps back off of that one as Hoskins.
Good effort here by the catcher to get the ball back. Hoskins just runs through the tag and they drop the ball. So it will be another run scored by the Lady Commodores on the pass ball.
Hoskins just really ran through that one.
You did what you're supposed to do.
Shepard smacks this one hard straight down the first base line. She's rounded second. Rock ball, and she's made it to third.
So another triple by the Lady Commodores as she's standing on third. The big rip landed just a few feet in down there on the baseline.
Yeah,
perfect placement.
It's another one of those, just a little bit more behind it. That's both last 2 hits are over the fence.
So the Lady Commodore bats hot early, starting out here at Commodore Field.
Olivia Robinson up next. Excellent placement there by the pitcher. Bring up the first strike. Just 1 out here. Robinson's going to smack that one quick to run Shepard in, and they're going to call her out.
Yeah, out at first. So take the secure out, did not try to come home with it. Good call there as you know they were moving on contact, so it'd been hard to try to get the runner out, especially with no force in place at home.
Number 10, Ashlyn Dixon. There's that other Dixon that we were just waiting to pop out there for us, Matt. He's up the bat here.
It's going to be weird next year.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Right. I don't know anything else to talk about.
It's going to be weird not having the Dixons here.
Yeah.
As she tries to lay down a bunt.
Get that one off.
That will be strike 2.
Bring up an 0-2 count. 2 outs here. Bottom of the first.
Misses high there for ball 1. This is good. The one good thing about this field here is the backstop's not too large. You know, as a catcher, you really appreciate that. Not have to worry about pass balls as much.
Low on that one.
Yeah, looks like she tried to go with some off speed and take something off of it.
She had a little room to play. No balls, 2 strikes there. Try to figure something else out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard
Dixon
hit.
Smacks that one. Looks like she's going to go to first and hold tight right there as number 3, Alyssa Smith, fields that one. Number 32, Jossie Mullins.
Mr. Bashir has given her a new nickname here. I think he's just trying to give her a hard time.
And she pops that one up. Nice smack.
Oh, I can't see by the as the right fielder comes in, but not able to make the catch.
Comes in and just slips that one through her gloves. Mullins makes it around to second. Runs Ashlyn Dixon in. Nice hit there, just off the rip. She seen that one. The right fielder came in to try to snag that one out and just straight through the glove. Number 21, senior Cheyenne Couch, up next to bat for the Commodores.
I think they was talking about Josh. He had quite a bit to ease here. Everybody had some good strength there. I think before the game was going on.
According to Harold, it's the hamburgers.
I love it up here. Everybody's like a big family, cutting up and going on before the game.
For sure.
And she does a hit with strike one, 1-1 count, still 2 outs.
Eye by Couch there. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one just missed to the outside.
It's got Mullins on second. Couch swings on that one. Mullins is going, and she has made it to third. Stays on her feet there.
Vance is on the pass ball. But now Couch is in the hole. Yeah, well, she's got 2 balls, 2 strikes, so ain't nothing else to play with. Oh.
Fouls that one off there. Straight to her foot.
Yeah, I was looking for a shin guard or anything. I don't see one, so she'll feel that.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt later. Couch gonna make something happen right here.
Misses.
Mullins rushing in. She secures that run.
Yep. On another run scores on a pass ball here. So Perry Central with the early 5-0 lead in the top of the first, or bottom of the first, I'm sorry. Couch still alive here.
Dang.
Yeah, she hits a home run, but about 100 yards foul. Yes.
Wow, the windows in Walmart are gone.
Oh.
She swings on that one.
It says a foul tip, but catcher did catch it, so it is an out. So it's, that rise ball gets her. Just those ones that float up, man, those are hard to lay off of. They look huge. You know, it looks like the best pitch you've ever seen in your life until it's at your eyeballs.
Until it's there.
So, good job at Lady Commodores. Get 5 runs on 4 hits here in the bottom of the first. So they'll take a 5-0 lead going into the second inning. See if the Lady Cougars can get something going. We're going to kick it out for a 60-second commercial. We'll be right back here on BSN.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back to Perry Central Commodore Field for the top of the second inning. Lady Cougars step back in the box. I want to apologize to Miss Ratliff there. During we were off on commercial, she threw a rope from her knees to second. So my comment earlier about strength comes with age, she said no, it just comes when she wants it to.
Got Rosalind Dickerson, number 5 lined up here for the Lady Cougars, leading off the second inning here. She starts out 1 ball, 1 strike from Moberly.
Got an open stance here going. Might be a pool.
Moberly gets her to swing on that one as for her second strike.
And you can tell Moberly really trusts her defense. You know, a lot of times, a lot of pitchers like to paint the corners. Moberly's trusting. You know, she's giving her a lot of stuff to hit. But she's just getting it by her.
Right, and there's another one. You know, just a perfect ball. She's seen it all the way through. Just got under it right there and missed it.
Yeah, just missing the velocity. Not used to the velocity of Moberly, but Moberly, has that confidence in her defense. You can give her a lot more pitches in the zone, and with her defense to back her up.
Got number 16, McKenna Spencer, up next for the Lady Cougars. See what Moberly throws at her this time. Great between her legs.
Yeah, big rip up the middle there. Hoskins going to get it in center.
Nice hit there by Spencer to get that first hit on base. Try to get the Lady Cougars rolling here and dig themselves out of the hole a little bit.
So you're looking down the list there at the Lady Cougar stats, good batting averages, a lot of extra base hits. They got plenty of potential here. Like I said, if they get the bats hot, catch up in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. Moberly's first ball's a strike there. Haley Root.
She seems like one of the pitchers, so far tonight, what I've noticed, she likes to get ahead in the count.
Yeah.
That first pitch is going to be close to the zone or in the zone.
Yeah. So it's kind of build something up there, give her some time to play around with it.
She's quickly ahead, 0-2 here.
A little low on that one. Excellent job by Ratliff coming up to make sure they keep Lady Cougars on first base there.
Yeah, it looks like she got a good secondary lead there after that ball came in low. Maybe trying to anticipate one in the dirt.
This one's fouled off.
So the count will stay 1-2 here. Still one out. Top of the second.
Commodores on top, 5-0 after that first inning.
Good job by Ratliff. Notice, like I said, once again, the runner there from Morgan County had a big secondary lead. Whips it down to first base and catches her in no man's land, or no woman's land, I guess. They're able to get the quick out there at second base. I don't know why I took the balls off there. It is now second out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big rip.
Nice rip straight to Hoskins, but we know what's coming from that.
Yeah. Hoskins, like one of the better center fielders in the region. You're going to hit it in the grass. It better be on a line drive because Hoskins can get under and get the out. So like I said, after they lose the base runner there, the Lady Cougars failed to get any runs on the board. Did get their first hit of the game. Like I said, the Lady Commodores defense did a great job getting out of that inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. Perry Central still with that 5-0 lead. See if the bats stay hot. Like I said, we're at the, I think, 9th batter, Sam?
Yeah, it should be at number 9.
So the 9th batter will be coming up to lead off here for the Lady Commodores. See if those bats, like I said, stay hot. Get a few more runs on the board. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hey everyone, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager for Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready for spring? Well, we are at Appalachian Wireless. Right now, we've got great deals on the latest smartphones with discounts that make upgrading easier than ever, whether you're due for an upgrade or just ready to switch and save. April is the perfect time to get more for your money. Don't miss out. Visit your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or shop online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back here to Hazard, Kentucky. Lady Commodores back up to bat here.
Headed to the plate,
Number 4, McKenna Fugit, sorry. Up to bat first here, leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Commodores. Try to kind of capitalize on this, what they got going, keep the bats hot, keep the wheels rolling, and try to keep the balls in play. First pitch is a little high there.
She started the last inning like that. First couple balls, trying to get used to that strike zone with the batter there. After that, she really dialed it back in. Second one still high, but getting close.
Fugit hangs tight on that one, sends that one deep over there in Fieldhouse territory.
She's getting signed from the coach here, see what he's wanting to do.
Steps back up into the box. She's got nice smack straight up. Third baseman's coming in and just misses that one short for Fugit to make it around to second.
Good job by Fugit doing what you're supposed to do. She's a hustle.
Yeah.
And she got out. Looked like it may be a pop fly. She didn't let it bother her. She grounded first. Gets the second on the quick running.
That puts us back up to the top of the lineup for the Commodores, Matt, with number 9, Alyssa Dixon. There's that pop up again for Fugit to make it around to third.
Yeah, pass ball gets through to Dixon, a lefty here. See if she goes back to that bunt. I don't know, with the runner on third, try to maybe put a suicide on or something.
And Fugit is coming into home. The pitcher just missed that. Get another run for the Commodores to put the Commodores up 6-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, the pass ball's being an issue tonight for the Lady Cougars. She misses outside there for ball 3. You got to think if Dixon gets on base, she'll be on second.
She gets on base, she's coming home.
So she strike one there, so it just takes the 3-0 count.
She had some room to just kind of watch that one there.
I'm sure Ratliff gave the universal sign there on 3-0. You don't really want to swing it much.
They have walked her, and Matt, that might be the best case scenario for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, Dixon's got, I said, a hot bat right now.
Up next, number 2.
Look for
yeah, Alyssa.
Look Dixon. Put the sign on for Dixon. May have to go to second.
Yeah.
She's over there for more than one pitch. It's going to be
comes into the game here batting .468, leading batting average on the team. As she's on her way to second right now. I'm not even going to attempt that as she's made it there before anybody's seen her make it there.
Yeah. Dixon safely on second base. Gets a scoring back and running position for the Commodores.
Number 2, the 8th grader Avery Ratliff up to bat now for the Commodores.
Yeah, she laid down the sack bunt last time she was at bat.
Got first 2 balls, 2-0 count. Watches that one. It's a little high. Bring up 3-0 count. What we thought was going to be a rainstorm has turned out to be pretty weather for softball, Matt.
Mm-hmm. As ball 4 is a pass ball as well, so Dixon will advance to third base as Ratliff makes her way down to first.
Making her way to the plate,
number 3, Taylor Hoskins, up to bat for the Lady Doors.
Yeah, the last one there in the first inning, she is getting a courtesy runner coming in here for Ratliff. Hoskins light in the first inning there, rang that one off the fence. Just a couple more feet, she had a home run.
Yep. Sophie Moore, number 5, in for the Lady Commodores for the catcher. She'll start out on first base.
Yeah, for those that aren't as familiar with the rules there in high school, your pitcher and your catcher, you can get courtesy runners just to kind of keep the game flowing. Let them get back in the dugout and get their equipment on if need be.
Moore is going to advance to second.
So ball 1. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the Lady Commodores.
And Hoskins with the bat. It's dangerous. Low ball right there. Bring up 2 balls.
Yeah, I said Hoskins the last couple games has been hitting really well.
High on that one. Hoskins batting .421 on.
Let's see if. Once again, coach down there on third base. I can't see it. Gives her the sign to take. Does
he rips
not.
That one, and that is staying fair over the fence, probably over the back fence.
Yeah.
To bring in Dixon, Moore, and the round for that. It's an awesome hit by Hoskins straight down the third base line.
Yeah. As Hoskins gets the home run and
clears the dugout there to come out celebrate that run with her.
Well, they should. That was a heck of a hit. Like I said, the first inning, she just barely missed on a home run. And the second inning, she gets it done. So the 3 more runs, the bases, I've missed a run somewhere. 5th, 6th came across. Okay, yeah, I did. All right, so now the score is 10-0 on 5 hits for the Lady Commodores.
Yeah, that ball, you probably couldn't have seen it for the sun there, but that one cleared past. That one made it over the first, just the outfield fence and just the security fence out there. Hit that one. So,
see, my brain wasn't bad off. It was 9-5. Or 9-0, I'm sorry.
Shepard smacks that one right down same place she put it last time.
Yep. As the right fielder can't find it.
Shepard's going to hold up at second for double there.
Bring the ball in. They're going. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. She's getting equipment over to the coach here. But yeah, she got a double out of that. Another big hit for the Commodores.
Got number 16, Olivia Robinson, up next for the Commodores. I don't look for any difference right here than what we've seen so far from Lady Commodores. She's got an arm, her bat, just another one of those bats that's just been hot here lately. Shepard's going to stay up and advance to third.
Shepard advances on the pass ball, and it's a 2-0 count. Now 2 balls, no strikes.
Robinson loads back and waits for the next pitch. Sees that one over. 3 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, that one just above the strike zone.
Straight over the head there. She's going to advance as Shepard's going to come in, and Robinson's going to make it to first.
Yep, ball 4. Yep, you correct. Ball 4 was a pass ball. And bad luck for the catcher. As she tried to snag it, it kind of veered off towards third base, which makes it even harder to get to. We're going to have a mound visit here from Lady Cougars head coach.
Trade out in right field out there. Bring out number 2, Olivia Ferguson.
See if we're going to have a pitching change or just a defensive change.
As Molly Holiday is going to replace Robinson out there on first base.
They're going to leave Carpenter. All right, yeah. Going to leave Carpenter in as pitching. Just kind of get, try to tell her settle down. Get back in the groove.
Number 10, Ashlyn Dixon, up next to bat for the Commodores.
So the Lady Commodores have gotten 5 more runs here in the second inning. Still no outs. As we get an update here from the ump, as Cougar comes over and lets us know they made a change for the Lady Cougars. Number 2 comes in.
Like the change in right field out there. Dixon tries to bunt that one, fouls the first ball off.
Quick, down quick 0-1. Let's get strike 2 call.
Holiday's going to stay up and advance to second. Runner replacing Michaela Shepard. Matt, we are no stranger. That is yet another middle schooler out there for the Lady Commodores. Holiday.
Dixon stays alive here. The hit does not lands here. Way foul on third baseline. Just fights that one off.
Dixon swings that one straight over the third baseman's glove as she's going to round to second with Holiday advancing to third.
Oh, Mike lost the ball.
Looks like we got number 8, Madison Stacy, up next to bat for the Lady Commodores. Yet another middle schooler, Matt.
I think there's a wealth of youth here. From this Stacy coming in to bat for the Lady Commodores. Good job by Dixon there. Hits that on an 0-2 count. Hits that out deep into left.
Yeah, that was just perfect position there, straight over the glove there of the third baseman.
I'm glad you can see. Anything left of the pitcher, I am pretty much blind.
Good eye there by Stacy.
Takes ball one low and away.
High, and here comes Holiday, and he's going to call her out. She is tagged there by the pitcher.
So the Cougars get their first out of the inning, still 2-0 count. Runner on third, still for the Commodores, as both runners did advance. Still good job by the Lady Commodores runners, staying aware, trying to get in home, aggressive base running.
Smack there in the dirt for Stacy. She's going to be called out. Dixon running that in.
And so the Lady Cougars do give up another run, but get the second out of the inning.
Cheyenne Couch up next for the Lady Commodores, the senior here coming in. Just got 2 outs. Excellent pitch there by Carpenter. Just put that straight down the middle. Couch really wasn't expecting that one. Her first few pitches for each batter has been that high ball, and she just lined that straight down the center. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings on that one, fouls it off. Bring up her second strike.
Couch got to battle this one out now.
Battle this one out, keep the Commodores alive here in the bottom of the second.
As looks like the pitcher loses grip on the ball there. I don't see how they don't lose the grip on the ball every time. I mean,
and with the humidity, with the rain clearing out, the sun trying to pop out, everything's got that sticky feeling,
Well, underarm pitching like that, I have tried a few times, and I send them to the moon. So I can't figure out how to release those things. As Couch does a good job, sends it to short. Good play there by the shortstop. Fields it cleanly, gets up quick, gets that out at first base. So the Lady Cougars get out of the second inning there with that third out. Not before the Lady Commodores have 6 more runs. So now they're going to take a 11-0 run going into the top of the third. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hey everyone, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager for Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready for spring? Well, we are at Appalachian Wireless. Right now, we've got great deals on the latest smartphones with discounts that make upgrading easier than ever, whether you're due for an upgrade or just ready to switch and save. April is the perfect time to get more for your money. Don't miss out. Visit your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or shop online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
Welcome back here to Hazard, Kentucky. Going top of the third here. Lady Cougars coming back to bat. Looking to build upon that last inning. They had some good hits. Just weren't able to get any runs across. And they had that base running error where they had the other out. But it looks like the Lady Commodores are going to do some shifting around here.
Yeah, they've made some changes out here. They're moving Madison Stacy over to first, Couch second out that way, keeping Ashlyn Dixon on third. It's like Holiday left field. Hoskins going to stay center field, and I don't have eyes that good, Matt.
If you don't, you sure forget me doing it.
I think that is Haley Neese out in right field. We're going to keep our pitcher and catcher here. Ratliff in a good position to toy with some different lineups. And
anytime you can get, anyone else in the game, get them some varsity reps, it's a great day.
Right.
So Ratliff taking advantage of this.
Ups that one a little low. Bring up 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, as a pitcher, I said you get up 0-2 in the count, gives you, like I said, so many options. You can try to catch them missing low and away, try to get them to reach or something, come inside, get them to pull. Or you just throw third strike on the corner and get them out.
Strikes, and she's out.
Yeah, some really good job there getting that the inside corner, getting a strikeout.
Got number 2, Olivia Ferguson, up next. In the bottom of the lineup here for the Lady Cougars. She's going to nick her with that one.
That's an ankle.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell if it was an ankle or more the top of the foot, but either way, I don't want it to happen.
No, there's not. Even if it was the foot, there's just another little thin layer of leather there, cushion. So that one had to hurt. Gets on first, but at a cost. Hit by pitch.
Catcher going to try to throw her out there, but she was able to sneak back and secure that first base.
Rather trusting that arm. So that those every time the Lady Cougars try to get a good lead or secondary lead there, she's just trying to keep them honest. And it's working. You can tell, the Lady Cougars now, you're staying closer to home over there in first base. Over there in the quick 2-0 hole, though. 2 balls, no strikes.
Got one out. She's going to get her to swing on that one. Excellent pitch there to get her to bite. Bring up 2-1.
She's been utilizing that ball a lot tonight. You know, that changes speed and bring it kind of high. So catching these batters off guard.
Another strike, bring up 2-2. You know, man, it's a excellent performance here by the middle school pitcher pitching a varsity level contest. You know, that's excellent showing by Moberly here.
Comes back to that same spot, misses just a little too far inside that time, runs the count full. Lady Cougars got something cooking here. They can get another base runner on.
Just going to swing on that one, bring up 3 strikes for the second out.
And Moberly must not like what I said much there. Well, you were talking about, yeah, just great showing by her today, showing different pitches, command of the location. You know, she's been going inside with the fast, coming up high with the change. So it's, you know, a lot of intellect goes into pitching, knowing what batters like to do what, knowing where to go in what situations.
Yeah, just, you know, it goes back to that youth here in Perry County, a lot of it. And, like, you know, you look at it right now, you got 1, 2, pitcher, catcher, first base, and left field, all grade schoolers here, middle schoolers for the Commodores.
She gets strike 2. Middle schoolers doesn't mean lack of experience, though. These girls have been playing ball for a long time.
Absolutely.
Tons of reps in. Oh.
Fouls that one off. Break 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll hold it tight right there.
Yeah, looks like she's tried to check that swing. Did get foul tip. Still 1-2 count here, 2 outs. Moberly misses high, 2-2 count.
You know, Cantrell for the Lady Cougars hanging tough right there.
Showing good vision.
Bring up a full count. Oh, it's just 3-2.
Yeah, it's 3-2.
That is a full count.
Yeah, 3-2 count.
That is a full count.
And like I said, the last one here, Moberly came in and got the strikeout here in the last 3-2 count.
I'm going to put that one straight up, and awesome job there for Moberly to secure that last out.
Yeah, I said came back into, you know, she just threw it over the plate. I mean, she just said, I'm going to throw a strike and you're going to hit it or not. I mean, that was all there was to it, and trust that defense.
Yep.
So good job getting out of that. Looked like the Lady Cougars had something cooking, had the runner on first, 1 out. But Moberly pitches them out of it, gets 2 strikeouts to end the inning. And now the Lady Commodores got a chance to maybe put this one to bed early, have the 11-0 lead going in the bottom of the 3rd. And for those that aren't familiar, after 3, if you have a 15-0 lead, that is the Mercy rule in high school, or after 5, it is 10. So we'll see if the bats stay hot for the Lady Commodores, or if the Lady Cougars can get the defensive rolling and get out of this one. We'll be back here in 60 seconds to find out on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Welcome back to Commodore Field. Lady Commodores coming back up to bat, and this time we got number 7, Miss Moberly. Going to try to help her cause. Stepping in as leadoff batter.
Yeah, she Moberly pitched the first 2 innings here, not gave up any runs to the Lady Cougars, and now will step up with a bat in her hands and see if she can just continue what she's got going as she is
hit by pitch. So 1 ball and runner on first. Good way to start out the inning. Let's see if they have a courtesy runner come in from Moberly.
Looks like we got number 17, Ariana Johnson, up next. And probably guess what I'm getting ready to say. Yet another middle school.
Yeah. Has another pass ball, and Moberly heads up play, takes second base. On ball 1.
Now, we might be at softball tonight, but Ariana Johnson's a name you're going to hear on the basketball floor for a long time coming, I believe, for the Lady Commodores.
Now, Miss Turner, what would you know about basketball?
Not as much as I'm a pro softball player. Back in my day, that was my thing, right?
As Carpenter misses just low there for ball 3. I'm not sure what was so funny there.
Well, a small child came from under the table here and got a hold of me.
No, scare you to death.
Just a little bit.
As misses there with ball 4. And now we will have the runner come in for Moberly on second. And now the Lady Commodores, like I said, have 2 runners on first and second, no outs here, the bottom of the 3rd inning. One of my favorite parts about this time of year is baseball and softball is the amount of youth that is around. Everybody's outside playing, having a good time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when you've got them that young out there, you got number 2 up there right now. You got Johnson advancing to first. You got first and second, and then you loaded up here, just 1 ball, 1 strike, still no outs. Just puts Commodores in a good position.
As the runner trying to get a big lead there off second base. Good job by the catcher running that back out, keeping her honest. This is high for ball 2.
Ratliff up here to bat. We got 3 balls, 1 strike. Multi-sport athlete at its finest back here behind us.
Big cut by Ratliff.
Gets under that one.
That's one of the other things about coming up here is if you better watch. If you're cutting in behind or going down first base line here behind the bleachers, it seems to be a danger zone for the foul ball.
She gets under that one. Nice. Out to left field. She's going to run Kendall Dobson, number 6, in. Advance Ariana Johnson to third, and she's going to make it around to second.
Yeah, so Ratliff with the big hit out in the left field gap. He would get a double out of it, and we'll bring another run across for the Lady Commodores. So big double there by Ratliff.
Got number 5, Sophie Moore up to bat. Bring Aspen Smith in. Replace the catcher, Ratliff, on second base. Seen that one, just good placement there by the pitcher to squeeze that one by Moore.
And Moore missed just low on that one for strike 1. Once again, down over onto the field house. Foul ball, be 0-2 count now. So way ahead in the count here. See what Carpenter gives her to hit or to try to get her to hit.
No balls, 2 strikes. One's way high as Johnson is going to come into home.
And be out on the tag.
Out on the tag.
So 1 ball, 2 strike counts. The runner tries to steal from third. Doesn't get down in time. Good pick off there by the catcher and the pitcher to get her out.
She got a little dirty on that one, what you say?
She'll be okay.
Got a little dirt on her jersey.
She'll be fine. Kids in some of the little teams I help out with, they'll come up and complain about it. I'm like, listen, I didn't even know you'd played until now. Got some dirt on you.
Moore hanging tough there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just 1 out here. See that one wide.
Yep, misses high, ball 2, outside.
Got Smith in scoring position for the Commodores. Still only 1 out. Swings on that one, and it's...
Yeah, foul tipped, but back into the glove. Good job by the catcher holding on to that. So if it's a weird rule. If you foul tip one off and the catcher does catch it on strike 3, it is an out.
Learn something new every day.
Number 14, Haley Neese.
Got Neese up next, number 14 for the Commodores. Little smack.
Hit gets through.
Third base to make it to first and run in Smith.
Hard hit down the third base there. Like I said, and time to switch over to that, and there's already getting ready to pull up with it. But does bring the run home.
Got 0-0 Molly Holiday up next for the Commodores.
Up next to the plate, 0-0 Molly Holiday.
Still 2 outs here. Holiday smacks that one up.
And tries to take out the mamas in the first row.
Not the fence moms.
Listen, it's nowhere safe. If you're going to be at a baseball game, you have to have your head up on a swivel.
I don't know. I like to think we're pretty safe where we're at, but I'm not scooting over. Gets onto that one. That's an excellent job there by the catcher.
Yep, but pop fly gets it out. So they get the 3rd out of the inning. The Lady Commodores get 2 more runs in that inning, so it will be a 13-0 lead. But the Lady Cougars will come back up to bat here in the top of the 4th and see if they can get going. Like I said, both had 2 attempts. Tonight they've had good innings. They've got runners on base, and just can't come through at the end. So they've struck out a couple times or had a base running error. So the Cougars have been working a couple of different times. Let's see if they can put it all together here in the 4th and get a few runs on the board. We're going to take a quick break. Be back in 1 minute on BSN.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
back here for the top of the 4th inning. Lady Cougars stepping back in the box.
It's a
Ponytail here's got me kind of confused. Oh, it's the pitcher. It's Carpenter. Okay. Ponytail had me confused. I couldn't see the number.
There you go. Lady Commodores with a few changes out here. And outfield got Kendall Dobson in left field now. It's like Haley Neese, center field. Aspen Smith, right field.
Oh, it's hit by Carpenter up to second. Fielded cleanly.
There by Moore. Moore to Stacy. Call her out there for the first out. The top of the 4th here for the Lady Commodores.
Yeah, good hard hit by Carpenter, but straight at second base over there. Didn't have to move much. Fielded cleanly. Good throw. Not much coach could gripe at on that one.
Right. Yeah, just one of those right place, right times. She made good connection with the ball, but Moore was right there. Just kind of stop it and get it straight to Stacy.
As Moberly continues to throw it across the plate. Early 0-1 lead.
A swing on that one, bring up 2 strikes.
Just saying once again, smart pitching. Caught her that first one, coming that heat right down the middle, catches her off guard, and the next one gives her another fastball, but low and away, so you couldn't reach it.
Smacks that one down the first base line, misses a couple gloves, go after it, but miss it there.
A good hard hit. Like I said, looks like Stacy just out of reach. Then Moore tried the range over. Perfect spot. Thought that ended up being perfect spot for the hit. Now the Cougars have a base runner. It's 10 or 13. Once again, I got a blonde ponytail from my angle.
Can't catch that one either. Let's see.
As Moberly says, I don't matter who it is, I'm going to throw a strike to start this. 13.
13, Dickerson.
One thing I don't have to worry about as much as doing a boys' game.
Not as many ponytails, right?
Not as many.
Got another strike there. No balls, 2 strikes. Got 1 out.
Just painting the corners there. Strike 2, Moberly.
Yeah. A little low there.
Yeah, just try to take a lot off that one. Try to come with that off speed, and ball just died before they got to plate.
Try to tag first base out there, but she's able to back up there.
Yeah. Ratliff loves that. Try to get that back shoulder pick off down there at first base. As a runner, it's just something you got to think about.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Good
she
hard
puts
drive.
that one in the air straight to Neese, who misses that one. He's going to
throws it in the third. Good job.
Third to get that stop there. Good throw. But now the Cougars have managed. They've got runners on first and second.
Yep, still only 1 out here in the 4th, but man, just brag on that throw from the center field all the way into third. Just fast enough to keep the runner from advancing. Keeps him at second base.
Got Spencer up next here for the Lady Cougars.
Big first swing, fouls that one off.
The junior, McKenna Spencer.
Like I said, another good opportunity. So the Cougars had this a couple times today. Get base runners on. See if they can get the runs across the plate this time.
Swings at that one, bring up 2 strikes. Excellent pitching there by Moberly.
Yeah, big cut.
That one's a little high.
Whips it down to first again.
Batter step back into the box here.
still down 1-2. See what Moberly comes with.
It gets her to swing on it, and that puts her out. Bring 3 strikes right there.
And you don't see many foul tips into the glove, but that's like 3 or 4 tonight.
Right.
So she caught a piece of that ball, but Ratliff able to hold on to it. So
yeah, that's the first one for the Lady Commodores. That was 2 for the Lady Cougars. Was able to get 2 outs on the Commodores with just fouled it off straight to the glove of the catcher.
So now 2 outs here. Still runners on first and second. So Cougars still have scoring opportunities. Moberly misses lows. Starts at 1-0.
Got Roop up next for the Lady Cougars. Batting just got 1 ball, no strikes, still 2 outs. Said runner on first and second. Get her to swing on that one. Stretches out there to bring up the first strike.
Looks like that pitch maybe it was close enough to the zone that she was trying to get to it, but just enough outside. Moberly, good placement on that one.
Steps back off of that one. Good pitch just there on that inside edge, and I would bring up her second strike.
Yeah, so it's super impressive. Like, that change up to the outside, followed by a quick fastball to the inside corner, keeping the batter off balance, but good hit.
That one. The Cougars are going to be able to secure number 21. Alex Parks is going to run in and get that run there off that hit with runners back on first and second.
Yep. And so good 2-out hitting here. And now runners on first and second, but a run does come across for Morgan County.
Moberly gets her to swing on that one, bring up the first strike.
She seems to do better from when she's ahead in the count. That's good for Moberly to get ahead of 0-1 there.
Yep.
Misses low on that one for ball 1. Looks like if maybe they'll get a hold of that one. Didn't get a clean transition. She's going to try another back pick here at first.
It's that one right there on that. They're on the outside. Bring up 2-1 count. Still 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
Good pitch there by Moberly. Comes with that off speed. Like I said, just kind of froze the batter.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Moberly trying to end this one here. Bring up a full count, 3-2.
Came back to that off speed, but missed low.
Just going to swing on that one to end the inning here.
I'm feeling bad because it's not like a broken record, but her intelligence as a pitcher and knowing where to put the ball and when to change the speed is it's outstanding. Especially for a middle schooler. I said this kind of, like I said, master class from the 8th grader tonight on pitching. So that will get them out of the pickle. And now Perry Central will take the 13-1 lead going into the bottom of the 4th. So we will kick it out for 1 minute and be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back to Hazard here as number 6. Is it Johnson?
That is Kendall Dobson.
Dobson, my bad. Number 6 steps in here for the Lady Commodores, getting this inning started off.
Dobson with a quick smack.
Oh.
And makes it to first base. That's fielded and got over to first, but just straight across the glove of that first baseman to allow Dobson to secure that first base.
Yeah, throw was just a little high, so it looked like there was going to be a quick one out, but she will reach base on the air.
Got number 8, Madison Stacy, following Dobson up. Was a little high.
Stacy, yeah, showing good eyes, takes ball 1. We had Stacy on down here on last 2 innings. We had her down here on first base.
Yeah. Smacks that one, but the same spot as Dobson. Dobson advances to second. Stacy secures first.
Yeah, I was trying to get ready for the throw, but ball hit hard enough, not fielded cleanly, so they don't attempt to get the out. Just throw it back to the pitcher.
Got Aspen Smith up next for the Commodores, a 7th grader.
So runners on first and second now for the Lady Commodores.
Nice pitch there by the Cougars.
Pass
Looks like
ball.
runners are going to advance. Dobson to third, Stacy to second.
One ball, 1 strike, no outs, and 2 runs in scoring position.
Well, close, bring up 2 balls, 1 strike. Low there.
Yeah, look at off-speed pitch, just trying to come in there, but loses track of it.
3 balls, 1 strike here. Commodores in a position to load the bases.
Smith is low again in the dirt. That is ball 4. So like you said, now the Lady Commodores are loaded up here. Bases loaded, no outs. Bottom of the 4th.
Smith on first, you got Stacy on second, Dobson on third, and you got the pitcher up to bat.
Moberly, they pass ball.
Dobson is coming in, staying on her feet, crossing the plate, and both runners advance. Got 2 runners in scoring position. Moberly with a 1-0 count here.
As ball bounces.
Hit by another pitch.
Yep. Moberly up 2 high and hit twice. So he advances to first on an HBP.
So now we have bases loaded up yet again, this time with Johnson at the plate. The 7th grader, Ariana Johnson. She's going to get under that one straight up to the pitcher.
And saying out at first, I think.
Nope, didn't call her out.
I think. Okay, so just on the fly out. So they have 1 out. Runner safely back to first.
Number 2, Avery Ratliff up, the catcher.
Takes ball 1.
She's got 1 out for the Commodores.
Big
Smacks that one up, head straight to the field house.
So count 1-1 count here still. 1 out. Bases juiced.
And there's a smack straight up, and it is down. Runners are going to advance. We're going to run 2 on in.
And 2 runs will put it at the game. That is a 15-run lead for the Lady Commodores.
Excellent hit there by the 7th grader Ratliff to close this one out. Put the Commodores up 16-1 over the Lady Cougars.
So, yeah, so getting the handshakes in here at the end of the game. We're going to kick it out for one last quick commercial break, and we'll be back here in 1 minute on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back here to Commodore Field, where the Perry Central Lady Commodores have come out with the W today, 16-1 over the Morgan County Lady Cougars. And this one not really much to think about from the first inning. The Lady Commodores bats come out on fire, and they hang 5 in the first and 6 in the second. So I said a great jump out by the Lady Commodores and pitching by Moberly. Like I said, don't want to say too much more. I've already said quite a bit tonight, but Moberly just did a great job, especially as a middle schooler coming in, commanded this game, got what she wanted when she wanted, even when she got in a pickle, stayed level-headed and pitched her way out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ratliff, he seen early, his varsity team, his upperclassmen, and a couple of middle schoolers that went out, kind of got the job done early. He seen the time to trial and error there. Get some youth out there, let them play. The Lady Cougars able to capitalize on that, get 1 run across, and the Lady Commodores they kept fighting. Was able to end this one early here, come out 16-1 on top. But like you said, just excellent performance there by Moberly. Didn't get much done with the bat in her hand. She was hit both times.
Yeah, she hit both times.
To the plate both times at bat and hit by pitch both times.
Yeah, and so Lady Cougars, they got a bunch of games coming up here real soon. I think they play Owsley County tomorrow night.
Got Owsley County tomorrow night, got McGoffin County on Friday night, and then bounce back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week.
So 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
A lot of action coming up for those Lady Cougars. Said a lot to build on tonight. They had base runners multiple times. And, Moberly just pitched her way out of some bad situations. A lot of stranded runners there for the Lady Cougars. So, like I said, that one's going to wrap that one up tonight. Like I said, a great night for baseball. It's perfect weather. Like I said, after that rain, they said kept the dust down. So, it actually made it a better atmosphere tonight, and it gives us that beautiful backdrop. Sunset here on the mountain. Looks like to thank you guys for tuning in to Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll have some more games on the rest of the week. 2 more Perry games, if you're interested in those. Perry Central Commodores will take on the Letcher Central Cougars tomorrow night, baseball action. And then you can catch me and Sam here again on Friday night as the Lady Commodores will take on
South Laurel Lady Cardinals coming across.
So that one looks to be a good game. South Laurel having a good year. Tune back in. Like I said, thank you guys for tuning in to Bluegrass Sports Nation tonight, and catch us tomorrow.